Hello and welcome back to the Wrestle Debate and to Fastlane Hour 10, the last stop on the road to WrestleMania, and kicking straight off with the match on the kickoff show. Riddle beat Mustafa Ali to retain the US title, but more importantly, after the match, Retribution walked out on Ali. Thank God that dreadful stable's over, just hope they can recover their careers now, to be honest. But anyway, kicking off on the main show, Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax versus Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair. The match started between Banks and Belair as they cornered Shayna. Sasha hit two Meteoras on Nia and Shayna, however Jax managed to get in control and shoved Bianca onto Sasha. Banks and Belair are arguing, and Belair was rolled up by Shayna to get the win. Banks and Belair got into a yelling match before Banks, it looked like she turned heel afterwards. 5 out of 10, just an awful way to build the match. But anyway, backstage, Shane McMahon said that Elias was taking his place at the match later on, before Big E unloaded on Apollo Crews as their match got underway. Apollo came back with a dropkick and 3 German suplexes before Apollo rolled Big E up, and it looked like he was the IC champion before it was reversed and he got the pin. This was a really messy finish and just an unnecessary match as Apollo attacked Big E afterwards, so we're just kind of building to WrestleMania. To me it just felt a bit unnecessary, so I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. Then we did get Braun Strowman versus Elias. Elias was quite scared early on, and Strowman starts unloading before Riker tried to help get him in the ring post before Braun continued to punish him. Elias went for an elbow drop, however, and got a near fall to get back on top before Braun eventually took him down with a running power slam and got the pretty comfortable win at Fastlane. I'll give it a 5 out of 10. It was fine, I suppose. Riddle and Shinsuke had an exchange and Shinsuke just walked off. Just keep on doing that, Shinsuke, just shut the bastard up. But anyway, we moved straight into the Rollins-Nakamura match. Rollins had the early advantage before Nakamura hit a few knee strikes. Rollins then managed to hit the Falcon Arrow before Shinsuke hit the Reserve Exploder. Rollins countered to Kinshasa and hit the Stomp to get the win. I'll give this a 7 out of 10. This was a really, really great match. Really enjoyed it. So yeah, probably where this show kind of started to go up, really. 7 out of 10. But anyway, next up we got Drew McIntyre versus Sheamus. McIntyre had the early advantage and took out a bunch of kendo sticks after the match went outside. Sheamus was sent into the steel steps before he got near fall. Sheamus attacked Drew with a kendo stick, but took a Glasgow kick. Drew unloaded on Sheamus with a kendo stick before back outside Sheamus managed to get on top. Sheamus got a piece of the announce test which was destroyed, but Drew managed to hit the Future Shock DDT and followed up with the Claymore to get the win. I'll give this a 7 out of 10. Really, really great match, and I'm just looking forward to McIntyre Lashley. But anyway, next up it was Alexa Bliss versus Randy Orton. Orton was coughing up black substances again before the match. The Viper charged towards Alexa Bliss and went into the ring post, and these mind games continued to go on for a little bit before there was suddenly a hand and the Fiend, looking a bit odd, showed up. Who saw that coming? Certainly not me. What a bloody shocker. And Alexa Bliss pinned Randy Orton, which we're not really talking about that much, but still 6 out of 10. This was okay. But anyway, moving on to our main event, Roman Reigns versus Daniel Bryan. Reigns was caught in a submission move early on before Roman managed to get back on control and hit a few near falls. Reigns locked in a Boston Crab before Bryan managed to reverse it for a near fall. He sent Roman to the outside and Bryan hit the knee strike. Roman hit a spear, but Edge was taken out. Once Edge got back up, he destroyed both Reigns and Bryan, and yeah, just walked off, and Roman managed to get the cover. 6 out of 10, but weird. But anyway, overall, Fastlane gets a 6 out of 10. For me, this wasn't WWE's finest ever pay-per-view, and to be honest, it was quite poor. Not really that good. Yeah, it just feels like this was a bit of a dry run for Peacock, and they didn't really have too much of an idea what they were doing. So, yeah, not the greatest show I've ever seen in my life, to be honest. But anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and to follow me on Twitter, link in the description below, for daily wrestling news, and subscribe to my channel on screen right now. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.